Welcome to Eyeline Dance Company's production. This show will be both informative and life-changing. By collecting over 100 real-life stories and turning them into dance, you will see firsthand the effects of bullying and how to seek help. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as Eyeline Dance Company presents The Other B Word, an anti-bullying awareness and prevention dance showcase. Enjoy the show.
Music was the connection, the reflection of what I called home. The universal language that was all so familiar. Music lived in me, strutted down the halls. Sultry notes and melodies touched my heart. I was a daddy's girl, and music was his life, so this all makes perfect sense. I never had a hard time fitting in. High school found me in the popular crowd, and I never fashioned myself a hero, but something about the strong preying on what they considered weak, different, musically inclined. I almost took it personal, like the notes I heard my father rehearse over and over again. They were trying to steal his melody mentally and physically, pushed him savagely, and I could not watch quietly as his horn and books went flying. So I sang out and helped him gather his things. Sometimes it only takes the right voice at the right time. Dented and damaged and rattled, in that moment we connected. His story played like a symphony, constant tragedy, daily misery, all because of his artistic ability. They were drawn to him like gravity, making high school moves slow and heavy. Music, a labor of love, and they worked him overtime. Always looking over his shoulder, a boulder that weighed him down. But together, we floated above the hate, hit notes no bully could hold down. We set the tone, shifted atmospheres. Precise finger placement, perfectly paced breath, we made magic, and I was intrigued. So we blossomed under the Friday night lights, marched like band to our own rhythm. The freedom, the passion, the field, not hindered by fear or anxiety, free from the acts of cruelty. So like clockwork, we moved in sync, outstepped the negativity boldly, our history written in a moment. And 20 years later, we still making music. One band, one sound, in holy matrimony.
Come on, guys! Give it to me! I met a boy last week trying to run that game. Made it sound so sweet when he say my name. I said, boy, stop, run it back. You can talk that talk, but can you play that sax? Met a boss last night buying out the bar. Said I can ride top down in his Jaguar. I'm like, boy, stop, run that back. You can drive all night, but can you play that sax? Baby, baby, I've been waiting for the one to blow my mind. Give it to me. Baby, maybe you can get it if you got that thing I like. I need a spin up with the chase rounds up. The type of red hot love that got me freezing. 'Cause say you can go all night the way you lay that track. But if you wanna hear me sing, you better play that sax. Give it to me. You better play that sax. Okay. You better play that sax. Last week, honey, he's so vain. Yeah, he been loving himself more than Kim and Ye. I'm like, boy, stop, run that back. You fine, but can you play that sax? It's hard, you Mr. Know-It-All. Think you got flood down to a formula. I'm like, boy, stop, run it back. Back a big guy, cute, but can you play that sax? Baby, baby, I've been waiting for the one to blow my mind. Alright. Baby, maybe you can get it if you got that thing I like. I need a spin up with the chase rounds up. The type of red hot love that got me freezing. 'Cause say you can go all night the way you lay bass guitars. Fellas in suits smoking on cigars. Those little boys making all that noise, but you ain't gon' steal the show. No fancy cars or bass guitars. Fellas in suits smoking on cigars. Just play that song I know. Take a deep breath and blow.
Get loose, get right, get a grip and rock me all night.
Hold tight, lean back, play what I want with that sax.
Get loose, get right, get a grip and rock me all night.
Hold tight, lean back, play what I want with that sax. I need a stand up, but don't with the James Brown sound. The top I'm red hot, never got me freezing. Say you can go on, not the way you lay that check. If you wanna hear me sing, if you wanna hear me sing, if you wanna hear me sing, you better play that sax. Give it to me. You better play that sax. You better play that sax. Hold tight, lean back, play what I want. You better play that sax. Hold tight, lean back, play what I want. You better play that sax.
Get right, get a grip and rock me all night.
Hold tight, lean back, play what I want with that sax.
Baddest boy on the hall, quick to beat down the best of 'em. Fighting was a habit, habitual reflex, natural aggression. Insecurity abandoned his ability to understand a compromise. A reflection of fear in his eyes, and nobody gets it or is even looking. Because he's so quick with his hands, the void and despair evident. So I find myself at his house attempting an intervention, maybe get to the root of the problem because nothing else was working. Lurking in the yard, trying to figure out what to say when I reached the door. I saw the root through the window, the bass and treble rhythm like cadence as he was beat like a drum. Bruises I thought blossomed at school, I could now see firsthand where they had grown. In that moment, I wanted to be water, wanted to wash away the pain, wanted to reintroduce dedication and devotion to a situation devoid. Determined, I knocked, let him know I was there, saw the sadness in his eyes. Said I was there just to say how well he had been doing in school as to not cause more damage. The next day we spoke, and the walls began to come down. I reminded him that he was not a chip off the old block, that there were other ways. We began to communicate. He began to listen. We began to learn and adjust, and he began to butterfly. A bully turned boy turned student. Sometimes mentors can mean so much. A listening ear, a supportive shoulder, an example of how things could be. And all I did was believe. Helped build a boy into a man. Befriended the best of him. Because bullies aren't born, they're created.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? A son's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the window, 'cause they got nowhere realize there was someone home, not a nickel to love. Could it be really pretending that they're not alone? Oh well, oh deepest God, somebody's broken heart and a washed out dream. They follow the pattern of the wind, you see.
There are moments, small and insignificant, until they're not. Until you're looking around and everything familiar doesn't look back at you the same, doesn't speak back to you the same. There are large, trace amounts of judgment and disdain that greet you when you enter a classroom, a hallway, your home, the slack in your father's hug, the diversion of your teacher's eyes. This moment I deemed small and insignificant changed my world overnight. And it wasn't pretty, ironic, because I just wanted him to think that I was pretty. Isn't that the main goal of high school, second to getting into college? That the boy in fifth period with the bright eyes and breathtaking smile thinks you're pretty enough to go out with. So when he asks for you to come capture a little of your skeleton out from behind the clothes in your closet, you don't expect to wake up the next morning to the whole world having seen your bones. How exposed. And it doesn't matter that it's the first naked pic I've ever seen. That I trusted him and he tore apart my innocence. My dad can't see me without seeing that. The battle, that pity and disgust I having inside of my teachers when they attempt to be soft. And somewhere on social media there's a picture floating around with me and my clothes off, slut clings to every corner I attempt to tuck myself away in. And it's ripped off every time by my best friend. She's the only reason I haven't buried myself too far enough in the ground so the shame can find another home outside of my skin. She's the only reason I'm still living in it. The hardest part of being the victim of cyberbullying is that no one ever sees you as that. Even though you can barely get from behind this mistake, it becomes my digital footprint, a naked pic with every retweet and share. There's a new line added to my story, a new slur attached to my name. There are 12,000 different versions of me, stories of who I am, how I am, none of them from me. And this is the way the world knows me. Every job screening and college admissions won't miss it. This thing left my life in ruins. And if there's one thing I thank it for, is the truest of friendship. If you've ever watched someone go through cyberbullying, don't participate in the devaluation of their character. Change their life by being their friend, by being the only one who doesn't define them by a childish mistake, but loves them through it.
If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. I know there is a mountain, I know there is a climb. I thought about the danger, the darkness of the night. But soon as I get weary, soon as I close my eyes, you're there to lift the burden from my mind. Something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. I know I've been impatient, I know I've been upset, I know I found the pressure, looking for happiness. But soon as I get weary, soon as I lose my head, you're there to lift my burden once again. There's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. Something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend. If there's something I need I don't already have, I know I'll get it from a good friend.
He has his mother's smile, but that's my boy. There's no question. Pride, joy, reflects in his eyes when I look at him. I see everything we could be, we should be, tossing footballs, riding bikes, making memories, and if he came back to me with new scar, I'd remind him how tough we men are. Show him Black Superman, feel more Clark Kent, still fly often so he can be everything I couldn't, my home, my only weakness, my children's greatest accomplishment, my son. Sometimes I wonder how many lessons were missed in my absence. I thought I taught you. Hate festers in minute. Race, weight, sexuality, disability, religion, all make reason for execration. I should have seen it. Trying to create a world safe enough for mixed family to live in. I missed your secrets, you could have told me. You wore a cape to emulate daddy, hid behind your mother's smile. I should have told you that even tough men cry too. Could have shown you that I'm only mortal, no hero, just man who loves his home. I thought I'd save you. In my job, I tried to rescue everything we once knew I didn't know. How was I supposed to? I thought I taught you that we love you enough to carry your rough things. There is no ugly in this family. I should have seen it. That cape was too heavy, smile running out. You could have told me you didn't know what I see when I speak of my son. God granted me universe when he blessed you to us. I could have told you sooner, before, how special you are. Could have shown you, been around more, loved harder, bubble wrapped you in my arms so tight you could feel the rhythm of our hearts align. I thought I'd save you from hatred, from bullies, from your own skin, from abominable sin. I assumed you run into problems, but not like this, not this soon. I didn't know when I found you in the bedroom what the rest of our time would hold, or even how much time was left, every breath, a second chance. I thought I taught you. I should have seen it. You could have told me. I thought I told you. I could have shown you. I thought I'd save you. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't know. If I had known everything that you were going through, I would have been better. You are still everything I can't be. Teach love unconditionally, what hero truly means. I don't care about what we could be, what we should be. I just love you now. My son, my Superman. You may see confinement, but I see your strength. So don't forget, you have your mother's smile, but you my boy. That lives beyond our mortality, beyond me. There's no question. I love you.
All I want with inverted tongue, from whence does fulfillment come? And I expel from this mortal shell, will I die for living up? If my heart is I do, and I do. I am my truth. If my heart is I do, and I do. But nobody else, though you're someone I can't see, yet you said nothing of the stoic suffering that stirs lukewarm in me. If lovelessness is godlessness, will you cast me to the wayside? Well, I feel the feeling of high-painted ceilings, reveal the covering of a blank sky.
This is a story about standing up. Imagine little Trey, Melvin Gass III, second grade with tape on the side of his glasses, rocking a starter jacket with starberries to match on a cool fall afternoon. I walk in single file line to recess like everyone else. When we get out to the field in front of the monkey bars, the teacher always does this long, drawn out spiel on how you have to take care of your neighbors, make sure your classmates are safe. If you see something, say something, she says, quote, 20.2% of students are bullied. End quote. And not even seconds after she finished uttering her closing remarks and turned her face out of view, did I feel the cacophonous refrain of "Melon got gas" and a sharp punch to the sternum as I collapsed into a fresh pile of manure. Quote, of the students who report being bullied, 13% have been made fun of, name-called, or insulted. 13% have been the subject of rumors. 5% have been pushed, shoved, tripped, or spat on, and 5% have been excluded from activities on purpose. End quote. I remember looking up and seeing about 4 or 5 of my classmates just pointing and cackling at me like hyenas. In front of them was their scar, Alicia, my bully, with a condescending smirk on her face and her hands poised on her hips like a porcelain statue. Quote, 41% of students who report being bullied think that it may happen again. End quote. But it was gonna be different for Trey. I'd already told my mom, who said, "Oh, Trey, she really must like you." I told my teacher, whose face transformed into the idea of disbelief at the fact that my bully may actually be a girl. I never told my friends. It's just a peanut gallery of witnesses attempting to hold in laughs and composure so as not to be the butt of the next joke. Quote, 46% of students report notifying an adult at school about the incident. End quote. So I decided I was gonna take it into my own hands. I was gonna stand up for myself, or at least I tried. See, at the time, Alicia had about 6 inches on me, so when I attempted to push her, she just palmed my forehead like a cheap comic book character while I flailed my arms. I flailed till I was exhausted. Then Alicia let go of my forehead and walked away, laughing with the rest of her friends. Quote, from students who report being bullied, self-action has some of the most negative impacts, end quote. But fortunately for Trey, I never had to deal with that again because she left the school about a week later. That being said, I never quite got the idea of standing up for the right thing. You know how the saying goes, hurt people, and I'm a shameful example of both hurt peoples. Fast forward to my 8th grade science class. I thought it would be a grand idea to pull the chair from an unsuspecting random student, so I did. And when I did, he slipped, fell, hit the back of his head. The classroom erupted into laughter. I put my hand on his shoulder with a condescending smirk on my face, attempting to say okay through my apathetic cackles. And the next thing I remember is picking up my throbbing face from my palms. I look up, and everyone's quiet now and staring directly at me. The teacher sends out the student that I bullied for hitting me in the face. Then he sends me out and I get reprimanded too. The counselor says, "Trey, you know that boy ain't deserved that." She says, "He been getting bullied since he got here. Maybe next time you should try being his ally, not his enemy." Quote, of students who report being bullied, allying in supportive actions like speaking with them, spending time with them, giving the student a getaway are some of the most helpful actions a bystander can do. End quote. Synopsis. Stand up for something.
You seem to replace your brain with your heart. You take things so hard and then you fall apart. You try to told yourself that it's not you, it's them. You're one of a kind and no one understands. But those crybaby tears keep coming back again. Someone's turning the handle to that voice in your eyes. You pour it out where everyone can see. Your heart's too big for your body, that's why you won't fit inside. You pour it out where everyone can see. They call you cry baby, but you don't even care. Cry baby, so you laugh through your tears. Cry baby, 'cause you don't even care. Tears fall to the ground, we'll just let them drown. Cry baby, we'll just let them drown. Cry baby, we'll just let them drown. I look at you and I see myself, and I know you're better than anyone else. And I have the same faucet in my eyes, so your tears are mine. They call me cry baby, but I don't even care. Cry baby, how I laugh through my tears. Cry baby, 'cause I don't even care. Tears fall to the ground, I just let them drown. Cry baby, I just let them drown. Cry baby, we'll just let them drown. Cry baby, I just let them drown. Cry baby, we'll just let them drown.
Help me.
I'm sitting outside in my car. I'm trying to gather myself before I walk in to what I call my job. The truth is, I thought that all of this would be over after graduation, after high school. I should not be bullied as an adult. I'm a grown person, but it seems to have followed me my entire childhood, something that I can't escape. But as adults, we learn how to cope. I guess we start learning as children. So I go and I make one thing that makes me happy, one thing that I can concentrate on, the one thing that's just gonna simply get me through my day. A cup of coffee. I know it sounds very simple, but it's what I need. I concentrate on the smell, on the warmth, on the comfort that it gives me, because I'm berated at work. It doesn't matter how smart I am, how many reports I get in, how much stuff I turn in on time, early. I'm still the one that they go after. I'm just simply trying to pay my bills. In this economy, should I quit? Who wants to deal with being bullied as an adult? I don't. But what am I supposed to do? So I go back to my cup of coffee. I drink it in the morning. I carry it with me to every meeting. And sometimes I lose track of how many cups of coffee I drink during the day, because the work has to get done. But more importantly, I just need to survive. I wish that no one had to experience this. I wish that I was not dependent on this cup to bring me comfort to get through the day. But I do. So at the end of my day, when I'm headed home and I've accomplished this great challenge, defeat, I finish my day of work and I'm gonna end my day with my cup of coffee to thank myself for surviving. I wonder how many other people do the same.
I love you like coffee in the morning, flowers in the evening. Ooh, but we won't let it die, no, no. We won't let it die, no. I love you like coffee in the morning, flowers in the evening. Ooh, but we won't let it die, no, no. We won't let it die, no. Short-sighted on a cloudy day, I was riding my bike as fast as I can. But don't pull my hair, don't pull my legs, I'm just trying to play around, So excited, I am proud to say that the world is an oyster and I am okay. But don't pull my hair, don't pull my legs, I'm just trying to play around. I love you like coffee in the morning, flowers in the evening. Ooh, but we won't let it die, no, no. We won't let it die, no. I love you like coffee in the morning, flowers in the evening. Ooh, but we won't let it die, no. We won't let it die, no. I love you like flowers in the evening. Ooh, but we won't let it die, no. We won't let it die, no. I love you like coffee in the morning, flowers in the evening. Ooh, but we won't let it die, no, no. We won't let it die, no. You used to come to my room at midnight, 'cause I couldn't sleep right. I couldn't sleep right. You used to come to my room at midnight, 'cause I couldn't sleep right. I couldn't sleep right. You used to come to my room at midnight, 'cause I couldn't sleep right. I couldn't sleep right. You used to come to my room at midnight, 'cause I couldn't sleep right. I couldn't sleep right. You used to come to my room at midnight, 'cause I couldn't sleep right. I couldn't sleep right. You used to come to my room at midnight, 'cause I couldn't sleep right. I couldn't sleep right. You used to come to my room at midnight, 'cause I couldn't sleep right. I couldn't sleep right. You used to come to my room at midnight, 'cause I couldn't sleep right. I couldn't sleep right.
I am made in the image of God. I am beautiful. I am the smartest person that I know, and I have a purpose. My mom always wanted me to feel her love and protection even when she couldn't reach me, so she gave me a secret. She called them my affirmations. They are my magic tricks, and I use them to speak light into darkness, speak peace into chaos. She taught me how to radiate Black girl magic in a world that doesn't believe that we are real magicians. Our affirmations, these formal declarations of emotional support and encouragement, are the secret to my success. So, When they spoke about my intelligence, like it was something that I was supposed to be ashamed of, like if they stood too close, they might catch my genius, I wanted to let them know, let them in on my secret, but they were unappreciative. I introduced them to my creativity and they called it weird. I introduced them to my culture and they called it ugly. I introduced them to my melanin and they acted as though the world had told them there was nothing but bitterness to be found in my dark chocolate complexion. But oh, taste and see that my chocolate is still sweet. You just gotta learn how to savor it. You see, it's not easy being a magician. To hold your head up when the projection of others' insecurities makes itself a parasite, and my confidence the host. On the day that I found out that holding my head high was the act of war they were waiting for, I was unsure how to respond. But in those moments where they hold hatred in their heart, I have a secret in mine, a treasure more valuable than gold. This family heirloom passed down from my mother makes me stand taller, reminds me that it's hard to be a giant if you're scared of the ants around you, that glass ceilings aren't even capable of holding me back. My secret reminds me of who I am and whose I am. That I'm valuable, so I don't require their validation, that I've been slated for greatness, so there's no reason for me to subscribe to their subpar belief in who I was created to be. My secret is simple, but never basic. My secret is complex, but never complicated. It's gentle, but it holds more power than the words they try to throw at me. My secret consists of 4 sentences and one clear message. I am me. And nobody else could ever fill my shoes. I have a destiny that has been reserved for me. That I am beautiful even on the days that my reflection will try to tell me that I am not. That I am fearfully and wonderfully written into existence. So today and every day that I wake up and I am still black and beautiful and breathing, I will hold my head up and make eye contact and choose to love, even when they try to reduce me to anything less than everything that I've always been, because I have always been magical. So, when asked why I never spoke out against their ignorance, why I never retaliated, why I never dropped my tear or dropped my smile, I'll answer honestly. It's because their eyes are deceptive, so I just let them believe what they want to. But see, I know the truth about me. I am made in the image of God. I am beautiful. I am the smartest person that I know, and I have a purpose. My affirmations are my secret, and they are my magic tricks. Mom, you taught me how to be a magician, and a magician doesn't have to let the world in on her secrets.
Where's the world that you created? And the stories that you painted with words that made me feel 10 feet tall. Where's the magic in the moonlight? The surprise hidden in plain sight. No, I don't see much to inspire much at all. And I'm ready now to fly away, and gravity won't get a thing to say. It's my choice if I need to touch the sky. Is it possible that the square root of impossible is me? It's so possible. Watch me rise high above my obstacles. Watch me become who I'm supposed to be. All the possibilities, 'cause the square root of impossible is possible in me.
tease, ignore, and exclude you with the hopes to make themselves more popular. 4. Cyberbullying, the use of the internet, a smartphone, or other technology to harass, threaten, or target another person. 5. Sexual bullying, unwelcome, unwanted, and uninvited touch, gestures, or words referring to another person's body or appearance in a sexual way, using shame as a weapon to degrade another person. 6. Prejudicial bullying, being cruel or demeaning towards a group of people of different races, religions, or sexual orientations based on an unjustified opinion or negative preconception, often classified as a hate crime. It is our responsibility to stop bullying, which means we can't be afraid to talk about it. Learn to identify the signs. If you or someone you know is being bullied, talk to an adult you trust. Be the change you want to see in the world. I know I am.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you have any questions about Eyeline Dance Company, please visit our website at www.eyelinedance.com. If you or anyone you know are being bullied, please seek help. Be the change you want to see in the world. I know I am.